Hello everyone and welcome back to Obas Trending Gist. Today we are diving into a high-stakes legal battle that has gripped Nigeria. We are talking about Omoyele Sowore, the prominent activist and politician who recently appeared in court after being sued by the DSS, that's the Department of State Services. The lawsuit stems from Sowore's controversial statement calling President Bola Ahmed Tinubu a criminal. This case isn't just about a legal squabble, it is a profound discussion on freedom of speech, accountability, and the state of governance in Nigeria. Sowore himself views these charges as a desperate attempt to silence critical voices, even going as far as to compare Nigeria's security apparatus to that of the United States, highlighting what he sees as fundamental differences in how dissent is handled. Let's watch the footage from his court appearance and hear directly from him. So sit back and take a watch.
On Tinubu that they don't say anything wrong. They didn't say anything wrong, but they said they are looking at the post. And that has been about a month ago. And by the way, the post is doing very well on Twitter. Yes. The interesting thing about these people is that sometimes you put something out there and many people will not see it. But they themselves will now use, as they say in Nigeria, they will now carry their hand to go and bring the thing out. Now the whole world has seen that post. Like I said, we are happy to announce that the post is doing very well. Amen. And it basically says Tinubu is a criminal. Yes. Because he went to Brazil to go and lie that there is no longer corruption in Nigeria. But you know what has followed that? There's been a lot of controversy. The DSS got itself involved. The police also wanted to get involved. Everybody is trying to get involved. When the DSS and police could not satisfy Tinubu, they now push Wiki to go and get involved. Langra got himself involved. It was desperation on the part of the DSS to file charges where no offense was committed. And you saw that with what the lawyer to Meta said, that they have looked at the charges, nothing even related to an offense affecting Meta, that's Facebook. And I think the same thing applies to Twitter, and of course, it applies to me. Because there was no disclosure of any offense. If you see the charges they served me, they have one page of proof of evidence. And that was a still picture they grabbed, a screenshot from whatever they get of Tinubu standing in front. That's not proof of evidence. They did not even, I don't want to teach them what to do, because I know they will still come and fumble again next time. Then the most important thing that ought to have been done, which was to serve me, they refused to serve me. They were hoping that they come and ambush me in the court. They did not want to serve me because they are afraid that I will prepare for trial.
I decided to come.
But I decided to come because even cases that don't concern me, I come to this court to attend to them. So, what is important, Nigerians, is that our focus on how to fix this country is our inalienable right, and it's sacrosanct. In the process of doing that, we will not spare anybody, because we are 200 million people, and we deserve good governance, we deserve attention, we deserve accountability, transparency, we deserve the basic minimum standards of democracy and tenets, one of which is freedom of speech. You cannot litigate against us in any court or criminalize it. Even the man, the drunkard in the FCT, Nice or Wiki, who said an American has never called Trump a criminal, was presented with over 1,000 videos. The DSS claims that it's their job to protect the president. It's their job to protect him, but it's not their job to police free speech in Nigeria. That one is not. The DSS takes its inspiration from the Secret Service in the US, which exclusively protects the president of the US. The Secret Service has never filed a lawsuit against an American who said Trump is this or that, because they use America. That's what I'm using. But let's even concede without admitting that they don't do it in America, we can do it here. Because Americans don't have our type of problems.
Exactly.
Americans have schools, they have functioning hospitals, they have great jobs, there's no unemployment. So Americans can decide to be complacent about calling out their leaders. We haven't gotten to where America was in 1900. So our own circumstances are different. And we must approach it with the tenacity and the ferocity that is required to ensure that those who claim to be our leaders, whether they rig themselves into office or they seize power, we hold them to account. And I'm saying this, that even under the military, when the military will seize power through a martial music, we confronted them, even though we didn't appoint or elect them. So how much more the so-called civilian regimes in the country who supposedly were elected by a constitution that they uphold all the time, even though I don't believe in that constitution. But that's all they have for now. So I just want to make it very clear, and it's very important for all of you, particularly in the media, that no offense has been committed, and the trial could not continue today because there is no way you can prosecute an offense that does not exist. They disgracefully brought the DPP of the Federation to come and personally oversee this case. The reason why he came is they forced him here. That's why he was unprepared. He did not know that I have not been served, because I think he was arrested and bundled here. Because I found out in their initial charge that they published in the public that he refused to sign off on the charges. He was not consulted. But the DSS had to force him to come here because they know me since 2019. Their lawyers cannot face me. So they have brought the DPP, and the DPP must learn a hard way.
Exactly.
That's the rule.
Exactly.
Yes.
This concept now.
Yes.
Let's go into
Yes.
and look at the reaction you expect now.
I reacted last night, and let me send my condolences to her family and our co-workers. I knew, even without having been told, that she's a victim of Nigeria.
Yes.
Nigeria happened to her. I was reading on my way here, I've not confirmed, that they robbed every flat in that building. They called the police. Police did not show up until after she had jumped out of her window, gotten injured, and had no emergency support. She was found alive by the police, but when she asked to be taken to the hospital, the police said they had no fuel in their car. Maybe, if the police had not allowed their car to be stolen by a thief, maybe that car could have helped her to get to the hospital. Who knows?
Exactly true.
So
Yes, now.
there's a fundamental problem here, people. We are in trouble. And her own tragedy is just symptomatic of that problem. But I feel so bad for her. I feel bad for her that today maybe I would have visited her family, but I have to be in court. So, again, my condolences. But Nigeria happened to her. Nigeria has been doing people dirty everywhere. And our own case came to the surface because she's a member of the elite class. As we are speaking, they are killing people in droves in Kwara State. Those ones don't even hear from the police or army. They have been left on their own. The people of Zamfara have been left to their fate. People of Kaduna have been left to their fate. Katsina left to their Benue left to their fate. Kidnappers are riding roughshod. Because, again, your leaders have more interest in trivial things than substance. The people that should be prosecuted by the DPP are the people who are engaging in banditry and terrorism. But the DPP will probably be one of the people meeting with them in Zamfara and taking selfies with them. That's what they do with bandits. If I were to be a dangerous, terroristic person, they will come and negotiate with me.
Yes.
They won't bring me to court.
Nigerian people,
Yes, sir.
we are back
again for our struggle for our brothers and sisters in the Nigerian police force, both retired and serving. And serving members. Both retired and serving. For the serving members, as we always tell you, if you like, go and connive with your enemies. Yes. You see those who are retired, look at their condition. Yes. This is the mirror of what your future will be if you continue to serve a police force that have no interest in your future and has no respect for your dignity. Yes. And you have seen that in this country, the top echelon of the police force, they are enjoying themselves. Yes. Yes. Contracts upon contracts. Their wives and children are having fun over you, but you cannot send your children to school. Yes. You cannot afford medicine. Yes. You cannot afford housing. Yes. So even the barracks where you are supposed to manage looks like poultry. Yes. Even that poultry now, they are selling it to themselves. Exactly. And driving you out of your barracks. Yes. Meanwhile, you are supposed to risk your life for the entire country. Yes. You are supposed to go and die so that other people can live. Yes, sir. You are supposed to be in the bush while people are living in their mansion. Yes, sir. You are the ones who protect them. While they are asleep and their children are in school, you are the one who accompany them. Yes, sir. But even to give you the opportunity to eat food that is better than that of their dog, they will never do it for you. So that's why we are telling you that this is very important. Yes, sir. You know, last time we did it, we went to your headquarters. Yes, sir. It is my intention and desire to go back there again. Yes, sir. But our brothers who are the owners of this struggle say they would prefer to stay here at the National Assembly because the law is supposed to be here. Yes, sir. As far as I'm concerned, it is the people that employ you that you should be bothering. Yes. Because your files are at the force headquarters. Yes. But you have to be careful this day to even go to Air Force. They better not go steal you for there. That's the problem. But we have come and we are happy that the struggle is making progress. It is very clear there's only one demand. All the demands have been narrowed to one. Remove policemen from CPS. Yes. Yes. This is a Ponzi scheme they call CPS. Yes. Where the people who are managing your retirement funds live a better life than you whose retirement funds they are managing. So that you can retire in peace and progress. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have been saying this and it's very important. The reason why people work in the civil service is because when they retire, it's the first time they can buy a house. Yes, sir. They can buy a car. Yes, sir. But today, when you retire, you can't even buy a shoe. By the police. The transport that you go to your village. Let me give you a shocking revelation today. Of all the retirees in Nigeria, the ones that die most after retirement are policemen.
That was Omoyele Sowore speaking passionately about his court appearance, and his words certainly packed a punch. Let's unpack what he said. Sowore vehemently argues that the charges filed against him by the DSS are nothing short of desperation. He asserts that no offense was committed and points out that DSS proof of evidence was a mere one page, a screenshot related to Tinubu's presence at an event, not a substantive legal offense. This raises serious questions about the basis of the charges and the thoroughness of the investigation. Sowore even mentioned that the DSS initially refused to serve him, suggesting an attempt to ambush him in court, hoping he would be unprepared for trial. A significant part of his argument involved comparing the Nigerian DSS to the United States Secret Service. While acknowledging that the US Secret Service protects the American president, he highlighted that they do not police free speech or file lawsuits against citizens for criticizing figures like Donald Trump. Sowore argues that Nigeria's context and the problem are vastly different from those of a developed nations like America, which he noted had functioning institutions even in the 1900s. Beyond these personal legal woes, Sowore used the platform to voice broader concerns about Nigeria's leadership. He emphasized that good governance, accountability, transparency, and basic democratic standards are the inalienable rights of Nigerians rights he feels are currently lacking. He painted a grim picture of everyday life, citing instances of police inactions like the alleged robbery where police couldn't respond due to lack of fuel, and the general suffering of people in states like Zamfara and Kaduna who are left to their own devices against bandits and terrorists. He specifically highlighted the plight of the young police officers, both retired and serving, stating they are denied basic necessities like education for their children, medicine, and decent housing, with their barracks resembling poultry. He made a serious accusations regarding the Ponzi scheme they called CPS, suggested that those managing police retirement funds are living better lives than the retirees themselves. His central demand, loud and clear, is to remove policemen from CPS. Now, for my critical take on this unfolding situation, Sowore's courtroom drama transcends his individual case, evolving into a poignant commentary of the states of human rights and justice in Nigeria. If the DSS evidence truly boils down to a single screenshot and their strategy involves ambushing the defendant, it speaks volumes about the fragility of due process and potentially the misuse of state power to suppress criticism. The comparison to the United States Secret Service, while perhaps rhetorical, effectively underscores a perceived double standard where powerful figures in Nigeria appear shielded from public scrutiny through legal intimidations. A stark contrast to more established democracies where robust public discourse, even critical, is a cornerstone of governance. The fact that Sowore has connected his legal fight to the broader suffering of the Nigerian populace, from the condition of the police force to the lack of security in various states, amplifies the significance of his stance. His claim about the CPS Ponzi scheme are particularly alarming, as it suggests systematic corruption directly impacting the welfare of those who have served the nation. This situation demands a transparent and unbiased judicial process. The media, as Sowore himself emphasized, has a crucial role in ensuring that these proceedings are fair and that the fundamental issues of free speech, justice, and accountability are not just overshadowed by political maneuvering. This case isn't just about Omoyele Sowore. It is a test of Nigeria's commitment to democratic principles and the rights of its citizens. That's all today on Obas Trending Gist. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful analysis. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments below.